We are making if we can get the stove to light, maybe. There we go. All right, today we're going to be making no-bake cookies, coffee style, because everything in this household runs on coffee. All right, we're making a double batch, so we're going to get this really, really hot. We're going to need 2 sticks of butter, and we just got this turned on to high heat because we're going to be bringing this up to a boil. Okay, 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of milk. And then next you're going to put in the sugar. We're going to need 3 cups of sugar. This is a half of a cup, so I'm going to do 6 of these. That's 1.5 and 3 and just a pinch because a couple of those were short. Okay, 3 cups of white sugar. Get that out of the way. And then we're going to need 3 cups of brown sugar. Oh, I just opened this and it's already dry and crumbly. But we're going to re-moisten it in this milk mixture anyways. Okay, 1 and 3. Okay, now we're going to be needing some cocoa. We're going to be using 1/4 of a cup of cocoa. And yes, I did slightly heaping on purpose. This is instant coffee, and the best stuff for baking comes from the dollar store. That cheap instant coffee, that's the good stuff. Let's see what the ingredients are. The ingredients are, oh, maybe they don't tell you. Oh no, doesn't even tell you how it's made. It just says instant coffee. Oh, ingredients, 100% instant coffee. Look at that. We're going to be doing a whole 1/4 of a cup of this too. This is going to make that chocolatey flavor just pop. You might not taste it as coffee in the cookie. You're going to taste it as super rich chocolate. Okay, and then we're going to do a couple pinches of salt. Be like 1/4 of a teaspoon. Just a bit. If you don't have enough salt in there, you don't get that chocolate flavor to develop. All right, and that's all we need for now. Now we just mix this up, bring it to a boil. We're going to let this boil for, we'll do 2 minutes today, just to make sure. Every now and then, no-bake cookies just pizzles out, and it's usually because that 1 minute boil time wasn't quite enough. So we're going to do 2 minutes since we're doing a double batch, and then we'll be extra sure. While we wait, we're going to be doing this with non-instant oats, because in this household, we really don't buy instant oats for anything. We always have regular damn oats. We've got 5 cups total here. This for 2 batches, remember. And if you fill up your 2-cup measure cup all the way to the tippy top and level that off, that's 2.5 cups. Okay, so we have 2.5 cups twice that we're putting into our food processor. And you could do this in increments if you need to. Don't even worry about stirring this. It really isn't going to make a difference other than helping that butter melt faster. Okay, and we're going to pulse these up to break them down a little bit before we add them. Actually, we're going to pulse these up a lot. We want them to be about 1/3 of the size as they were when they went in there. Smells like really rich, dark chocolate right now. Oh, let's get our trays ready for when we're done too, because when this gets done, you got to work quick or it'll solidify in the pan before you get it shaped into cookies. Right over here, I have some trays. And I like, you can use parchment paper and just cover your dining room table. Do it that way if you'd like. But I have these old trays. I've had these for years. These double as eating trays or coloring trays or paint trays. These are just a tray for everything. But you see that little cross vertical brick pattern on here? Those will slightly show up on the bottoms of our cookie when we put the cookies on here. We have 4 of them ready to go. So that will make putting the cookies on there, slide it aside. I'll make that super easy. And we also have a very small cookie scoop. It's like an ice cream scoop, but only half the size. Oh, and you want to have a heavy pot for this too. Like if you have a thicker stainless steel pot, I usually use a stainless steel pot for this, but it is not big enough to do a double batch. So today we're using our Gotham steel, and these are pretty good for not sticking. You can do pretty much anything in these that you can do in those thicker steel ones, but with less of a stick, actually. It smells like super dark chocolate, like really dark Toblerone. I know, like the super dark stuff. I know I usually let my kids help with the cookies, but this particular mixture is so scalding hot, it's really not safe to let them help with no-bake cookies. Just wait for that full boil. Here it comes. Okay, we're going to set that timer for 2 minutes. Just make sure we're already there. The more you stir, the longer it's going to take to boil. Okay, we're going to leave that on high unless it starts popping out of the pan. Then we'll turn it down just a little bit. 2 minutes. And there's really no need to stir it during this 2 minutes. That's probably more dangerous if you try to stir it. Just leave it be for 2 minutes. Get all those frothy bubbles. It's already turning into a candy mixture. Look at that. Oh, it's starting to pop. Let's turn it down a little tiny bit. Just a little. This is so fun. We're going to make 48 cookies in like 5 minutes. That's if you can scoop fast. Let's see, we'll probably do 4 across and 5 down. So we'll probably be doing 20 cookies per tray. That way we already know how we're putting them on before we start scooping. That should make it a lot easier. Yep. Oh, shit. I set my timer for 2 hours, motherfucker, and 59 minutes. So I gotta wait till that says 58. And then I'll be done. Jeez Louise, right? And close enough. Okay, now we're going to add the peanut butter and vanilla. And a lot of times this part goes when you add the cold fluid. So do it very carefully and don't let it splash. And we're going to leave it on. There we go, 58. Now our 2 minute timer's up. We're adding this peanut butter and it's going to cool it down. Right away, it's 1 cup of peanut butter. So we're adding in here. Oh my, oh my. Okay, and then we're adding in 4 teaspoons of vanilla. Ooh. You hear that? Oh yeah, as soon as you put that vanilla in there, it likes to start sizzling at you. It's kind of scary. You want to keep this on high and keep stirring until that peanut butter's all the way melted. Just do it slow. You don't want to accidentally get splashed by this. We're not in a rush. Yes, the heat is still on. We want to get this really hot so it'll give us a little extra time to work with it. This is as close to a super quick candy bar as you can get from making it at home. Doing it this way, you don't get any artificial dyes or preservatives. Your kids can still eat candy. For only having 1 cup of butter for 48 cookies, that's not all that too awful. Right. Chocolate actually has some good benefits. Peanut butter definitely has good benefits. All right, we're all the way mixed in, and we're right back up to a short boil. So now we're going to turn this off. And now comes the fun part. We're going to add all 5 cups of these oats in there all at once. And then we're going to give it a stir to get them coated. Okay, let's get these mixed in there. Just be really careful that you don't touch it. Dangerously hot. We're going to let this rest for about 3 minutes so those oats can cook just slightly. Okay, so now that it's been 3 to 5 minutes, you're just going to put your stirring spoon aside because you're not really going to need that anymore. Get out your small little cookie scoop here. And then just slowly press it against the pan. And we're going to start by doing the 4 right across the center here. Ooh, they are hot still. The hotter they are, the more they're going to spread out on you. Ooh. If it tries to drip, don't try to catch it. It will burn you. So boiling hot. Just think of this as candy. And you're going to need to let these sit for, probably at least 10 or 15 minutes before you let the kids bite into one, because they are scalding hot. And don't touch. You just want to tip your pan to keep it all into a bundle. That will keep it nice and warm. Gotta get it, all those little pieces over there with their families. Well, wouldn't you know it? This is just exactly how things happen around my house. We made 69 cookies. This is a strange recipe. It makes 69 cookies. Well, we're going to go with it. Yep, that's what you get. All right, these turned out really rich. Almost like fudge. You don't want to eat more than one or you get a bellyache. Okay, see you next time.